So just jumping on EP integrations here, doing a quick video for some of you guys. It seems about every week we're getting an email sent to us asking us if the EP 2.0 annealer can do casings with a distinctive rim perimeter around the base of the case. You know, something like this 3030 that has a pretty distinct rim around the base of the casing itself. You know, this is all I have in stock. Actually don't reload. These are just range pick brass. I actually do have some 38 special here that also has a distinct rim around the base of the brass. You know, when it comes to straight wall pistol cartridges, I usually don't anneal that, but I have had people send me emails saying that they are annealing this, especially with 38 special. And just to let some of you guys know, I also get this question, is how far out would this shim plate go to the end of the shaft here? And it will allow pretty much about a ½ inch of the drum left over. I have the wing nut as far out as I can possibly get it. Just to show you that here, if I go any further, it's just going to fall right off. So that's about a ½ inch on the exposed drum, and I'll splice in a picture showing that. But just to give you an idea that this will do rimmed casings, especially something as short as 38 special. And I'll get this set up here. And the trick to doing rimmed casings is allow a little bit of a gap here between the brass stopper and the shim plate. You need that little bit of gap, obviously, for that rim to ride in that gap. If you don't allow that gap, it's going to screw up the system. So just to show you here, at least with 38 special, how short this is. So 38 special is a little over an inch. It's 1 1/8 inches. Just to show you that this will do 38 special with a rim. And I would say somewhere is right about there is about right in regards to how much that brass sticks out. And if you were to anneal it, like I said, I don't anneal brass cases that are for pistol. But so I know some do. So I thought I would give an example of this. And this should be ready to rock and roll. This is 38 special, roughly about 1 inch long, just to show you that this will do it. And I'll let this cycle a little bit just to show you that it will consistently drop it. It's not like it's struggling to drop this brass. You can probably actually do something a little bit shorter than this. Like we've been saying since the beginning, 100% the EP 2.0 annealer will do from 300 blackout to 50 BMG. And I do have a 300 blackout casing here, and just to show you this, that this 38 special is actually shorter than the 300 blackout by far. I would say by 1/4 of an inch. So obviously it's, you know, cycling this 38 special with absolutely no issues. And just to quick show you that this will do something like 30/30. And just going to gauge this here, probably be somewhere right about there. Once again, I'm going to leave that gap between the brass stopper and the shim plate. So I got the shim plate tightened, and I'm going to allow that gap and something just about right there. I'm going to get my adjustable fence adjusted. So this part of the fence is just in front of the shim plate. So something right about there. And just like that, we're on to 30/30. So I'll let that cycle for a little bit. I'm just going to adjust this brass stopper a little bit. You can see how smooth this runs. So absolutely no issues whatsoever with the rim perimeter around the base of the brass. And I'll let this go a couple more times to show you how smooth and effortless the EP 2.0 annealer will feed these rim cases. So just like that, and like always, the EP 2.0 annealer is completely adjustable. Like we say,
300 blackout to 50 BMG, you know, just cycle through that quick. So here's 300 blackout. This case is a little beat up. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be somewhere right about there. So I'll let that go a couple times. Only got one casing here. so absolutely no issues with 300 blackout. And let's go to something like 223. And once you've owned the EP20 annealer for some time, you learn the method to its madness, and you'll fly right through adjusting this from cartridge to cartridge. And just like that, we're up to 223. Let that cycle a couple times. And then let's go to 308. Put that in there as a gauge. I guess maybe somewhere's right around there. And within seconds, we're at 308. Gonna let that cycle a little bit. Just drop down once more on that. And let's move on to something like 338 or 375 shy tack.
And obviously the big guns, 50 BMG, which I only have one of those casings, and man, is it ever beat up. I need to get a new one. So it's right about there. And to show you that this will feed with no issues with 50 BMG, I'll let this do a couple more times. And we went from a 1 inch, roughly 1 1/8, 38 special to 50 BMG, just like that. I hope that answers some of your questions.